A highway wanders through the desert. A tumbleweed drifts past a dusty dive bar. A coyote shrieks out to no one in particular. Someone's bleeding out in a bathroom stall. The stars tonight are bright, but not nearly bright enough. This place does not exist, and yet, here you are. Welcome to San Arroyo, kindred. We here at Dubious Creatures present to you the vampire with no name. And you head out, just leaving the Jeremy, Aster, Crowe, for the time being, with the mysterious missive.
Bro, are you okay? Others? Is that new? Am I seeing that? Am I?
Nope, that's new. They popped up last night at the laundromat, and I didn't really get a chance to ask Sebastian about it this morning.
Okay, okay, fair.
Hungry?
I'm very much so.
Yet again, Aster will offer, be like, do you need to take the edge off?
You know...
I don't know if this is like a weird faux pas thing in kindred society. I don't...
That's usually how I get it anyways. Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Aster will offer her wrist and look away out of courtesy.
Do you partake, Crowe?
Yeah, I'm hungry enough, even though there's some slight concerns here.
You very gingerly, and Jeremy, you are also here in the situation, so this suddenly, weirdly intimate feeling situation, you're not quite sure what to do.
I think to an extent, he definitely thinks he's imagined, like, there is a level of a disassociation that is going on here that is just like, this is not actually happening. This is, I am actually watching. Okay, this is going on in his head as he just kind of like, he's watching with like kind of like eyes a little wide.
As she goes to go in and looks up and sees Jeremy watching, she's like, can we take this somewhere else, or you go somewhere else?
Close your eyes.
No?
It's a trick. The Aster will close her eyes. Just trust him.
I know what he's going to do, and I would prefer you not watch invisibly. That's almost creepier.
Said I was going to watch. This is a thing. Okay. Yeah. Reaches into his under his collar, the same thing he's been wearing, and pulls back out the headphones. And I think he just hits shuffle. So I imagine this time it's gonna be like super twangy country music, and walks out of the room.
And you have your privacy.
And I will go in for the bite.
And you do that, and Aster, you weren't really sure what to expect, but you feel the fangs pierce into your wrist, into the artery, and there's an immediate sensation of pain, and then, oh wow, that, you have to, like, physically grit your teeth to not make a, let's call it, inappropriate noise as a feeling, this wonderful feeling passes through you.
Well, this is interesting. I don't hate it.
Crowe, how much are you taking?
I was gonna slake 3.
Oof.
She's gonna try to slake 3 unless she gets pushed off. We'll just say it that way, because she's used to doing this with Sebastian.
Okay, so go ahead, Aster, and give me 3 rouse checks.
Mm-hmm. Unchanged.
That's 1. 2 to go. Where are you at right now, Aster?
Ooh, I'm definitely hungrier now.
So what's your total hunger levels now?
3.
Okay, so as you... And the thing is, Crowe, it tastes good. It just tastes different. Not quite a person, not quite a kindred. There's something changeable, mercurial almost about it, and it's not Sebastian, but you don't hate it. And Aster, you definitely don't hate it.
Not at all. It's kind of awesome.
As you pull away, Crowe, still holding the wrist, and you watch as she leans in, and just as you're wondering, oh crap, now I've got a bite mark in my wrist, and she licks it closed. And just like that, no bite mark.
Same time next week. And she says this as she's like wiping like blood from like the side of her mouth. In fairness, you owed me for that one.
Yeah, I kind of. That's same line of thinking. Just kind of slumped on the couch, just half leaned over. Almost looks drunk, but definitely not drunk.
Chill for a minute.
He's feeling better.
Much better, thanks. We're even.
Meanwhile, very patently ignoring all of this, Jeremy, do you listen to music off your phone?
My sire took my phone, if I remember correctly. I stole a cheap MP3 player from a gas station.
I don't believe she took your phone. You just didn't wake up with it on you.
Oh, well, I mean, if Jeremy has his phone, he doesn't know it, which is kind of part of the course, I think, at this point.
That's fair. So you're a little surprised when you feel you don't hear anything. Your ears are full of country twang at the moment, but you feel a buzzing.
I'm amazed considering the racket that this thing survived. I'll check the phone. Is somebody actually calling me, or is it a text?
It's just a text, and you are a little surprised. I mean, the screen seems better days cracked to hell, but the text on the screen is still legible, and the text nearly floors you. You didn't think you still had her contact info, but you see a message from Linda Barnes.
That's a little terrifying. Okay.
Yeah, what immediately springs to mind when Jeremy sees this text? Like, not even
guilt.
Not even
just immediate guilt.
Of course.
I'll check what it says.
It just says, "Hey, stranger, heard you were in town. Small world, right? Dunno if you even still have my info saved, but if not, hi. It's Linda. How you been, I guess?" It's one text after another, like she's fighting indecision with each line. What brings you to California Cowboy County?
He kind of thinks for a moment before he starts typing. Running away from my problems.
Oh, really? Same.
Yeah. Rehab sucked, but cold turkey is worse.
I'm glad you're doing better.
Thanks. I'm not sure how better I am, but I'm at least clearer.
Well, I'm glad you're doing your version of better, then.
How'd you hear I was in town?
My boss is one of the few people that still goes to this fancy-ass restaurant downtown. Dragged along there for some kind of work mixer, I think, and apparently you were playing for tips, and there's a couple of people who miss your musical stylings. About damn time, if you ask me.
I haven't done anything for real money since I found out that Vic gets almost every penny, and what he doesn't get, my parents get.
Oh, fuck. That sucks, man.
Hence the cash thing, and hence the incommunicado thing. I'm sure at some point they'll figure out where I ended up, but it'll take them a while and hopefully be a pain in their ass.
Hey, well, it just so happens that I work for a truly scary-ass law firm. So if you want to send a legal fuck you their way, I might know a few people.
I might take you up on that, but I don't have any money to pay people, so I'm not gonna ask anyone to do anything on my side. I've let enough people down.
We'll call it a legally binding IOU.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Well, don't be a stranger. Or do. I realize that I haven't talked to you in... Man, how long has it been, actually?
10-ish years, I think.
Jesus. We're old farts now.
Well, I mean, apparently I invented a time machine because I don't remember half of it.
Maybe we could take it back to Brooklyn circa 2010. Maybe I got a few decisions I want to tell my teenage self not to do under any circumstance.
It only seems to work going forwards. You don't go back, you just go forwards, and you lose more and more each time.
That's deep. You should put it in a song.
If I get the urge to write again, maybe I will.
Better credit me. Remember, I'm a scary-ass lawyer.
Yeah, sure. If I do write a song with that line, I'll put you in there.
I'll hold you to that.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
Yeah. You too, Jeremy.
Fumble for a little bit and then send her like one of those like hugging memes, like where it's like someone giving like a hug.
She sends back the emoji of blowing kisses. Okay, I don't want to bother you. I realize it's late and I should also probably be at least pretending to get my 6 hours. It's more like 3 hours if I'm being perfectly honest.
It's all right. But thanks for reaching out. Don't know what prompted it, but thanks. It's always nice to hear from someone.
No problem, dork.
He'll kind of like stare at the phone for like a really long time after that last text. He'll let her have the last word though. He'll probably like sit down out behind Aster's, like on the way, like out past the greenhouse. So he's gonna sit down probably pretty close to where he talked to Ash, like I think the day before, and he's gonna sit there with his like iPod or the MP3 players like things in, and he's gonna check how many cigarettes he has left and then light one up and then just gonna sit there with his head in his hands, very slowly smoking, processing.
There's a song playing in your ears, but it's not country, it's not western, it's slow melodies of a piano solo you're particularly proud of, and she was glad to be your audience of one that night.
I imagine he's got the blood tear thing going on, and he's gonna be completely zoned out until someone disturbs him, I think.
Meanwhile, there's one thing that's a constant across all of Southern California. It's that people really love their hiking trails, especially upper middle class white people in suburbs. At Angel Acres, there's no shortage of well-worn dirt trails spiraling up hillsides through dense brush of chaparral. Raleigh.
Yeah.
Could you give me a hunting roll?
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll give you an extra die because Ash is assisting you, and Ash knows the terrain a little better than you do.
3 successes.
Spot. On top of a low rise, there's a guy having put up the kickstand on his mountain bike off to the side. You can see that he's got, looks like, camera. Not his phone camera, but an actual camera. Appears to be taking landscape pictures of the surroundings. Doesn't really notice you until he notices you, if you know what I mean. Mid-30s, wiry, pretty good shape. Looks like he definitely uses that bike a lot. Wearing athletic shirts and a helmet and maybe a slightly stained Stryber University sweatshirt.
Any other time, I would probably think he's very cute, but I don't even think I have the faculties to process that right now.
I do need that willpower check.
Yeah. 2 successes.
That's not enough.
Nope.
She stalks toward him, Ash, and first you're like, okay, that's not so bad.
And
Then she starts to pick up the pace and cross the distance between you and this guy alarmingly fast. It's like watching a nature documentary where a hapless gazelle doesn't yet realize the predatory feline that's padding through the savannah at them until it's far, far too late. When she pounces, there's no pretense of anything but predation.
Ash will bolt as fast as they can and will pretty much immediately be trying to restrain Raleigh, because even if it's like not completely sating her hunger, Ash is going to be a good winger and prevent her from becoming a murderer.
Okay. Ash, go ahead and give me a strength plus athletics check. Raleigh, go ahead and give me a strength plus athletics check, because at this exact moment, you do not want to be restrained.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rouse.
It's probably a good idea. Man, really, the number of tonight is 2. I can't roll anything above that.
That is 5 successes.
5 successes. Okay. So you do manage to successfully pry her off, but she's fighting you. She's kissing and spitting and growling like that thing in the laundromat. And you hook your arms under her shoulders and you drag her back. Meanwhile, the poor guy, you don't even think he registered her presence. That's how quickly it happened. Is lying there on the ground with a slightly glazed expression, arterial blood still pumping out of the wound in his throat and into the dirt. Really, the good news is that in that moment, you managed to slake 2 levels of hunger. And more than that, he tastes amazing. There's this... You never knew what the feeling of calm, the feeling of sentimentality tasted like until now. And it is exactly what the doctor ordered in this moment, as you gain an intense phlegmatic resonance. Give you +1 to any auspex or dominate abilities, although I do not believe you have those.
I do not have either.
Ash, while like holding her back, is gonna whisper in her ear, just, you're good, you're good. We're gonna have to clean this up though.
Am I still... Can I think again?
It takes a minute. It's like Ashes, despite speaking in your ears, speaking at you from a long hallway until eventually you finally snap back to yourself.
If there's any blood on my face, I'm rubbing at it, but licking at it at the same time, just wanting to get a little bit more. And I look at it, just being like, I don't know what to do.
If I let you go, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm in control again.
Okay. Ash is gonna like let go of that grip, like pat her on the back of the neck before going to this hiker, and they're gonna crouch over him and going to lick the wound closed.
You're not sure how cognizant he is in this moment. He tastes really good, though. You're not at that level, but
Could I slake a dot?
Well, the problem is you don't... Give me an intelligence plus medicine check.
I have 1 success.
He tastes really good.
which is interesting. That's been happening more often. Ash is gonna try, I think, slaking a single dot, like just a little bit, just like a little sip before licking the wounds closed.
Okay. Could you please give me a resolve plus stamina check?
3 successes.
As good as it tastes, there's something, it catches in your throat almost like an gag reflex, and for a moment you feel that sensation, but you keep it down. Barely. You also have the same resonance now.
Okay.
This guy, here's the thing. You're biting a man while he's down. So can you give me any reason why you shouldn't receive another stain for this action that you did not need to undertake?
No, I can't give you a reason. Ash was just hungry.
You're enjoying the power dynamic at play with these encounters far more than you feel like you should.
Don't worry, we're gonna make this worse.
Take a stain on your humanity.
Yeah. Once they have licked the wound closed, Ash is going to meet the eyes of their mutual victim, and I'm going to cloud memory.
He is coming to. So looking up. What do you do as some instinct overtakes you?
Ash is gonna like reach up to this guy, like gonna like cup the side of his face, like pat it, say, don't worry, you're just got a little lightheaded on your hike. It's all good, don't worry, nothing happened.
Oh wow. Oh man, did I? Crap, I fell off my bike, didn't I? Shit.
Yeah, you got a little scuff there, bud.
Yeah, oh man. I knew I should have. They tell you to drink more water, but whoa. He nearly falls into you as he tries to stand up.
Ash, like, catches him, like, rises up with him, is like, oh, are you like, diabetic or anything, or?
No, I just... I just need a minute.
Yeah, sure. It's all right. It's cool. I'm just glad we were here.
Yeah, no, thanks. Thanks so much. I'm just gonna take a second. He sort of leans back on his bike.
Yeah, no, take it easy. Just don't rush.
Emily's staying back away from this and pulled the hood on my hoodie up over my head and the sleeves down and over the thumbs, and just kind of sitting there, suddenly just thinking about that was me like a month ago in the hospital when Henry kept draining me over and over and over, and kind of trying not to have a panic attack.
There's something about Ash that enjoys being in charge. You can tell. Eventually, two of you make your way back, leaving a confused and rather lightheaded, but none the wiser midnight biker out on that hill, and you all, once again, find yourselves back in Aster's living room.
Okay. We're all here. We're all mostly sane-brained. Crowe, what's that letter about?
Oh, brought it to me. And I don't know who sent it other than, what's written on it, because it's not Sebastian's handwriting, but I don't know who else would have talked to Poe, because somebody would have had to have talked to Poe to get him to bring me this letter.
You remember Rafe from last night? The weirdly polite tattooed gentleman that now this has been your second time encountering him, you realize?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was his name.
I mean, he did say that he would be using Sebastian as an intermediary. I guess this is what intermediary looks like.
Yeah, now that's all starting to make sense. Okay. All right. Sorry, slowly putting the pieces together. So, this is the tattooed guy that we met last night sent this. I'm guessing.
Strangely hot wizard.
Yeah, hot wizard. Let's go with that. He was really hot.
So yeah, I'm guessing he found the whatever things that he was wanting to send us on a quest for.
I have no idea what a fucking curatrix is.
Sounds like a change on curator. Somebody who's got a little bit of Latin on them. So might be somebody who has historical items of some sort, like our big, tall, and ugly.
Yeah, Ash, as you look at the note yourself, you know where that address is.
Oh no, where is that?
You went there once on a middle school field trip that you did not particularly enjoy. That's the address of the J. Connolly Historical Society.
Now, when you say historical society, are we talking like, oh, we're gonna do our local whitewash history, or?
It's technically a museum with the Historical Society is both the name of an organization and of a building in the way that such things often go, telling the history of the home of the white gold rush. And yes, it is, as is most things involving American history as it is taught to the youth, incredibly sanitized.
Lovely.
You remember mostly being bored out of your mind and waiting for the poor substitute teacher that had been assigned that day to turn around so you could head around the corner and get slushies with your friends.
Well, that's certainly an address that's historical society is going to be, and that's where a curator would look, I guess. And it seems like every other vampire we encounter, sorry, air quotes, kindred, is older than fucking dirt here. Makes sense.
So we're breaking in? Or is this an invite?
Yes.
Cool. I'll get my lockpick.
You know what? No, I'm not going to ask.
Are we taking my car, or does somebody have something that can actually seat everybody?
I have a rental car. I don't want this thing connected with any of it.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I've got, I can, if we want to split, I can fit all of you, but it would probably be a little bit tight, but otherwise we could split.
I mean, I'm fine with splitting too.
All right.
Well, who's going where?
Yeah, there's one other thread to pull on, and that is the Michael Phillips situation.
All right.
Oh,
that guy.
yeah, that guy.
You know where he's at,
Yeah.
or at least you know where Chrissy said he was at the trailer park that they recently opened up, not terribly far away from where you are now. Something about all the layoffs at the mines recently, need for low-income housing.
So, do the punchy folks want to go together to go deal with this Michael guy and the other three?
Are we expecting to have to use violence on him?
I don't know.
He's like a shock jock. We don't. I think if you.
I expect violence with everybody, honestly, at this point.
I don't want to. Currently, I'm trying to lay low, so I should not go there.
Okay. Who wants to come to the trailer park with me? since I'm apparently being voluntold
I'm not
because
saying
of the
you
muscles.
have to. I was expecting.
Yeah.
I'm expecting. Listen, I'm expecting shenanigans, and I, quite frankly, am not in any kind of physical condition to deal with any fucking shenanigans tonight.
Jeremy, you want to deal with some shenanigans?
He kind of reaches up and pulls the very loud music playing headphone out and then shrugs.
Great, you're coming with me. I need somebody to watch my back at least. I'm not doing this alone.
Okay.
All right.
So we're splitting the party.
Oh my.
It
Never goes
sounds
well.
like
What could possibly go wrong?
Better question is, what could go right?
Let's start with the Historical Society. It's not a hard building to find, even if you didn't know where the address was. It stands out in downtown, kind of forming the official barrier between the quote-unquote ultra-modernity of downtown and the remnants of its boomtown past encapsulated in the Carlsberg Historic District, directly adjacent. Building itself, from what you know, Aster, from what you picked up just from conversations with Zach about his hometown, it used to be a hotel back when the railroad initially first connected San Arroyo to the rest of California.
That was forever ago.
Yeah, like forever ago.
Forever ago.
And it looks like it. It's got that sort of 2-story, almost slightly Beaux Art style facade to it. A building that definitely looks out of place, especially next to the looming shadow of the actual skyscrapers, or what passes for skyscrapers, directly next to it. And it is closed because, well, of course it is. It's after hours.
First thing Aster's gonna do is look for cameras.
Give me a wits plus either larceny or technology.
That's 2 successes.
Yeah, there are cameras. Looks like there's one directly covering the entrance, and there's another one. Looks like it's covering the alley directly adjacent to the closest building.
Mm-hmm. So Aster points out both of the cameras. She'd be like, just be aware, there are cameras.
so now hood comes up, and I probably pull out some sort of medical mask to put over my face. Just anything that can. This is anything that can hide my face for a little bit.
Aster is also obscuring her face and is wearing gloves.
I guess the question is, when we break in, where do we go?
The back would be better because it looks like that camera isn't pointed directly at the door. Plus, we could just have Aster looks to Crowe, not wanting to step on a toe, and be like, we could also just ask Poe to fly in front of the camera for a little bit, right?
That is actually incredibly. Yeah, I could do that. And she sort of takes and puts her fingers like up under his claws and brings him up and just like, hey, bud, can you just go like, it's that camera back there? Just go sit on it, in front of it, block it, please. She's gonna give him a little kiss on the head and let him go.
Give me a charisma plus animal ken roll.
4 successes.
He flies up there, perching physically on top of the little plastic stem that connected to those of the building, begins poking and pecking at the camera lens furiously, like this camera owes him money.
That works too.
That's fantastic.
The only thing that they're going to be seeing on the other end of that security camera is one very pissed off bird.
All right, let's move, please.
Yep, let's do this. And Aster will proceed to pick a lock.
All right,
Okay.
give me a Dex plus larceny.
I'll just, keep an eye out.
Perfect. 4 successes.
It's been a minute. But
A
it's
little
like...
rusty.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike. You never really forget. And, every up-to-code building in Southern California is mandated to have a fire entrance and exit somewhere on the ground level. It also means that there's almost always a side entrance on every building in SoCal.
It does make it easy to break into places.
Someone should really do something about that.
No, they shouldn't. Keep my life easier.
Well, this lock clicks open, and you push in.
I hope there's not an alarm. I didn't think about that beforehand.
Yeah, that's weird. You open it up, and there isn't.
Slightly concerning, but I'm also just grateful for the good luck.
You walk in, and, well, it's pitch dark in here. Lights aren't on, so the only small amount of illumination is coming from what street light is filtering in through the windows. But you can see the old-timey aesthetic extends into the building proper. You half expect old-timey, twangy piano music to start playing the moment you walk in, as you gaze at the slightly scuffed wood panels, the Persian rugs, the old, almost Romanesque style columns holding up the buttresses that frame what might have at one point been the lobby area of the old hotel, but has been since converted into a series of glass display cases, relics of a frontier age, old blown up panoramic photos with large text detailing the fascinating journey of one Carl Streiber and a caravan of German immigrants that came here during the gold rush years and somehow found themselves a ways away from the Central Valley. But the shadows cast over it all give it a decidedly eerie quality.
Well, slightly unnerved, Aster will kind of wave to Raleigh and Crowe and be like, all right, let's do this, get in and get out. I have no idea what I'm looking for.
Something curatrix. I don't know. Is that a person or an item? Why is this the hot wizard so vague?
Aren't wizards normally pretty vague?
Maria.
Yes?
Well, this won't do at all. They let themselves in. And you've been watching them, chattering away this whole time, like this is perfectly acceptable behavior. And you're rather peeved about that.
I think Maria, from back down the hall, shuts the door behind them.
Aster jumps.
Raleigh jumps.
Generally, if one is visiting, one knocks.
Sorry, I didn't think anybody would be here.
At the moment, the figure that is speaking is still occluded by the darkness, but you can see a shape and a pair of burning red eyes.
We apologize.
I take it by the look of the feathered one that you don't count yourselves among the living.
Yeah, team not breathing.
Team not breathing.
I see. That definitely won't do. It is one thing for hapless mortals to stumble in here. It is another for this place to be invaded. I think she's going to slowly step forward.
What do they see as she steps into the half-light?
So it's a feminine figure, pretty slight and slender. She's about 5'7". She's in black shoes and black high-waisted slacks. She's got a white button-up with the sleeves rolled up, the buttons buttoned down decently low, and she has disposable gloves on her hands. That's where the kind of recognizably human traits end. There are the glowing eyes, as well as the fact that she is completely bald, and instead of hair, almost on the front of her head, there is raised bone ridges going back, almost like armor around the upper half of her face and head. And it trails off into her flesh, leaving behind designs that are like the back of a snake. There's a similar situation going on around her collarbone, like it's armored. And her arms beneath the rolled up sleeves are discolored and utterly smooth. It also looks like snake scales, but very dark green, almost black scales. And the rest of her skin too almost has that kind of shiny, smooth quality, just like everything has been reduced and made smooth and any excess is gone, except for those inhuman traits that protect her.
I mean no offense by this, but you are beautiful.
She stops for a moment, cocks her head. Not what I was expecting, but thank you.
We were told by Rafe to come here.
By Rafe.
We still have the note. Like Asper whispers to Riley and Crowe.
Yeah. I've got this. Rafe sent it along with my familiar.
She extends a hand, which you can see is lightly clawed beneath the glove.
Hand it over. Clawed hand is not entirely unknown to me, so it's like, cool.
Still, though, there is... She's not... There's no pretense of humanity here.
Yeah.
No, it's not even like the white, where it still was recognizably a man. As she draws closer, there's something Phidian about her. No, not Ophidian. Draconic, almost. She studies you with eyes that are these oblong slits that open and contract in a way that no mammalian pupil should, as she very carefully studies the note.
And indeed, the dilating eyes are the only motion. When she's still, she is perfectly statuesque still. And when she's moving, it's perfectly smooth, just a little too quick to start and stop.
Well, Maria, that is the Regent's handwriting. Still, though, this is not how it is done. There is a proper procedure to this.
It is not enough for him to mark me and keep me in this place. But he sends fledglings in without a care in the world to, I assume, take something. She points at the note.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that. Yeah, we're very fresh.
I'm starting to catch the vibe at this point that, like, pretty much everybody wants us dead and keep throwing us into situations to die again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting real tired of it.
Great.
Yes, well, I'm hardly an exception in this moment. Except that one. She points at Aster. You made a positive impression.
Aster just bows. Like, she doesn't know what to do, so she just bows.
That's
So,
fair.
I take it I can count your allegiance among the Camarilla.
I guess.
She furrows her armored brow a little bit.
The name is
I can
slightly
guess a couple,
familiar.
but what is your clan? She points at Raleigh.
Raleigh has to take a second and goes, started with a T.
Oh, you are fresh.
It's been a week.
Yes, they seem very determined for you to die then.
Yeah,
We're about a week old.
Yeah, it's a long story.
I suppose I should hear it after I hear some apologies for intruding on my home.
I am so fucking sorry. I did not know that this was your home.
I also apologize. We didn't know. We were not told proper procedure. We did not know.